Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Jacobson here, and today we're going to learn how to make silhouettes. You're going to need a piece of thick white paper, a piece of black paper, your painting materials, and your scissors and glue. A silhouette is where the light is coming from behind the subject so that all you could see is the dark outline of the subject. Let's see if you can guess what animals are making these silhouettes. A silhouette is usually black, but it could be other dark colors as well. I'm going to be making a banyan tree for my silhouette, but you can make something different if you want. Let's start by drawing a landscape. We're going to start with a brown paint or another dark color for your ground. And near the bottom of your paper, you're going to want to use thick paper for this. You're going to want to draw the horizon line, which is going to be the ground, and you can paint the ground whatever color you'd like. Maybe you want to use a brown for the dirt, which is the color that I'm using, or you could also use a green to make it look like grass down at the bottom of your landscape. Second, we're going to paint the sky. You might want to make it look like a sunrise or a sunset. You may want to use all warm colors. I'm going to start with a red, but you could also mix in some purple or even some blue you can see in the sky during many times of day. Whatever color you choose for the sky, you're going to want to choose at least 2 colors to mix them together. Make sure your paintbrush is wet enough so that the water spreads out the paint as you paint your sky. For the top of my sky, I used a red and a purple to make my own red-violet. Next, I'm going to mix some blue into the top of my sky. Blue looks beautiful mixed into almost any color. Blue and purple make an indigo. I'm going to use warm colors for the rest of my sky. I'm going to mix together a red, then an orange, and then a yellow. This will make it look like the sunset. If you study the colors of the sky during different times of day, you'll note that it can be many different colors. I used almost every color of the rainbow. The only color I didn't use is green, but you can use any colors that you want for your sky. Set that to the side and let it dry. Next, get out your black paper. We are going to draw a silhouette onto our black paper. You could use a pencil to draw your silhouette, or I'm going to use a white crayon so that you can see it better. I started by drawing 2 curved lines going up for the trunk of the banyan tree. Next, I added 2 curved lines pointing out towards the sides of my paper. Finally, I connected the 2 lines using an umbrella shape or rainbow shape over the top. Your banyan tree can look different than mine, or you can even draw a silhouette of something else. Next, cut out the shape of your silhouette. Cut slowly and make sure to stay right on the lines that you drew. Here's the shape of my silhouette when I was finished cutting it out, and yours can be in a different shape or whatever you want it to be. Now I'm going to cut the letter V. It's an upside down letter V, and I'm going to cut it a few times. This is going to form the branches. Notice it's like I'm just cutting out a triangle, and that forms the shape of the branches. This is my banyan tree upside down. Now I flip it over and I cut that same upside down V or triangle shape from the bottom. This is going to form the shape of the roots at the bottom of the tree. Banyan trees have many branches coming out the top, going in different directions, and many roots coming out the bottom, going in different directions. It can be many crazy shapes. Banyan trees are fun to do because they look many different ways. If your silhouette has writing on it or pencil on it, you can flip it over and use the other side if it doesn't have any marks. Next, decide where you want to put it onto your background or your sunset. You will want to center your silhouette, which means put it in the middle of your paper. Flip your silhouette over and put your glue all over the back of your silhouette. You're going to want to do this step once your paint is all dry. If your paint is dry and your glue is all over all the branches and roots, flip it over, make sure it is centered, and press it down onto your background. Don't forget to close up your glue once you are finished with it. And here's how my banyan tree silhouette turned out onto the sunset background. I can't wait to see what different silhouettes you've decided to make.